Morning. Happy Sunday morning. So I'm going to get my coffee as usual. I did try to vlog some yesterday, but it didn't turn out well, so I didn't upload it. I've kind of been a little down, so that's why I haven't filmed any more videos since the foundation video. I'm not sure what the deal is. There's a lot going on at work. Maybe that's it. I've scratched my chest. I'm sure y'all seen it, and it is in hives somewhat. But anyway, it is what it is. I watched some videos this morning, and one was really interesting, and I know I probably shouldn't have done that. I just popped my tongue. Watched one about the market in LA where they go buy clothes and shoes for Instagram type stores. I'd love to fly out there sometime, but it's probably a wish just to see it. It looks very similar to the one we go in Lexington, but it's about 4 times the size. So, and you're not going to have the variety of brands that you have there. I mean, there's some American-made brands there, whereas there's probably no American brand names at Lexington. It's all China-made. So that's one reason why I'd like to go. And I do think they have something similar in Atlanta, but I've just never pursued it. If Atlanta was, a little closer, I would. It's 4 hours away, 3.5, 4 hours away, depending on what part of Atlanta you're going to. So it's just not something I've pursued. So what did everybody do this week? Anything exciting? The weather's nice. It's, it's spring. It's not probably where most people want, but it's getting there to where I like it. The mornings you get up and it's warming up fast. It gets cool, but it warms up fast. Now it's 52 and I've still got the air conditioning on, so I know most people aren't like me, but I can't help it. I gotta have air. I mean, I don't have it set on 60, but I've got it where it's coming out. And that was a thing that was going on with the camera yesterday, because I was trying to use the selfie stick, propping it up, and it wasn't doing too good. And I decided, well, I was just gonna put it back on the windshield, and I'll clean my windshield when I get home tonight. So that's the only thing about having the cup on your windshield, is having to clean your windshield. But I'll do it when I get home. Work is really stressful. We're having a new computer system come in. Software, new program, not system. Whatever you want to call it. So it's, kind of like you're starting from scratch again. Now, some of it you're not. But in one system you are. The benefit system, which I work in, you are. Basically starting all over again. So it's kind of... And, when I was 40... I wouldn't have thought twice about learning it. It would have been just do it. But when you get on up in there, you get set in your ways. You don't want to change. You say, what was wrong with the other way? It seemed to be working fine. And their thing is always, it's going to be easier. Well, from what I've looked at right now, the only thing I see easier is you can look up people by name, whereas before you had to have their employee number. So that's the only thing I see that is easy. So I don't know. I like to say that all the time. I don't know. I'd rather say I don't know than okay, I guess. That's right. Turn in front of me, Cadillac. Why these people want to do that? I know I'm going slow, but that's because I'm turning off right here. Oh no, they've got it blocked off right up there. Can't go out that way. Oh no, that's a change. What will I do? Guess I'll just have to go out a different way. And oh no, the gas pumps there aren't open. It's just, everything's just wrecking my way I normally do things. Now we can't get out. I'm just joking. I'll be back. So I got people right on my bumper wanting to ride it, and it makes me so mad. I want to so bad slam on the brakes, but I know what would happen if I did. They'd hit me, and I don't want to be hit. Anyway, let's talk about the makeup. Don't think I've done that in a while. Well, maybe I did talk about it last week. I don't know. Okay, today we're wearing Skin Aqua 50 SPF mixed with the Hard Candy Pigment Drops, which you can't get no more, unfortunately. I bought them about all out when they went on clearance at Walmart. You can get pigment drops now off of Amazon, and I believe that several brands have them now. Number 7 has them. You know, they're becoming more common, so you can find them. Anyway, the thing about mixing the pigment drops with sunscreen is it takes away that white cast. And I'm trying to use up this Skin Aqua. Got number 7 on my brain. The Skin Aqua, I'm trying to use it up so I can get on to something else. And I already have what I'm going to use, and that's the Ultra MD. That's already tinted. The Ultra MD is probably the best sunscreen out there as far as I'm concerned for your face. Most people can wear it. Most people that can't wear sunscreen can wear Ultra MD. And I mean, it's, you know, considered a medical grade product, so you can find it pretty common on the internet, and it's the real thing. So it's not like you have to go see a doctor to get it. You don't. Lovely Skin has it. Premier Look has it. And all of them are reputable places to get it, if you're concerned. And I think the Derm Store probably has it. Skin Store probably has it. I mean, there's several reputable websites out there to buy. And if you look good, you can usually get 20 to 25% off of it. But I get the tinted 41. I wish they had a tinted 50, but you know, I just put on an extra little bit. So, and then when I'm really going to be outside, and it's, you know, I'll add a BB cream or a CC cream as my primer with usually 44. I usually use the Dr. Jart in the summertime, or the Shiseido Sport BB. The Shiseido Sport BB is almost too matte for me, but the one thing you know about it, it's not going nowhere. But you need to put on a fair amount. I mean, that's the problem with sunscreen, is you never put on enough, it seems like. But I'm not going to preach. And I put sunscreen on every day, no matter what, just because, so I will have the habit. It's not that I think I need it every day, but I do it because I think it needs to be a habit everyone needs to incorporate. So for primer today, I used the JoJoba Oil from Trader Joe's. Just a thin layer, patted it on. I did not put it on my nose. I used Dr. Jart Dis-A-Pore, not Pores No More, that's Dr. Brandt. Dis-A-Pore from Dr. Jart on my nose and right here. The foundation I used today is one I've not used in a little while, the Morphe foundation. I did not put on a heavy layer, just lightly. Spreaded it out with my brush. Then I lightly set it with KatVonD's translucent powder. That's one I need to use up. Had it for a while, need to use it up. It's a nice powder. You know, it's considered vegan. most all of her products are vegan if you're looking for something vegan. For my eyeshadow, I used a little Lancôme quad that came in a free gift. And I don't know if there's even a name for it. You probably could find it. You probably could find the colors in one of their quids they have. But there's a brown and a pinky shimmer and a peachy color, and then a shimmery looking, I don't know, gold in it. I just used the brown color and the shimmery pink. For eyeliner, I used an eyeliner brush dipped into the brown liner, and then on top of the brown liner I added a little bit of the L'Oreal, that big thick brown eyeliner pencil, whatever it's called. I used the brown one on top. I used that in the waterline, and then I used on the tight line I used it, and then on my waterline I used it too, along with a little bit of the powder from that brown color, and then I added Dr. Bing from ColourPop, or Mr. Bing from ColourPop, whatever it's called. I guess it's Mr. Bing, not Doctor. That's one of my favorite eyeliner colors, to be honest. The problem I have with it is that, you know, when it gets a little older, it wants to fall out of the tube. I don't know why ColourPop can't fix that. But I know I showed you on a lip liner that I have, a lippy stick or whatever that you call them. You know, if you turn it upside down, it's gonna, and shake it just a little bit, it's gonna fall out. So, anyway, ColourPop, you need to fix your packaging. I know you're out there to turn things around quick and all that stuff, but change your packaging for your liners. The formula is great, but just change your packaging. I know there's got to be something out there that wouldn't cost so much, that wouldn't do that. Mascaras, Milk Mascara, the Milk Kush Mascara. Lips, I put on TooFaced Sex on a Peach with a Lancôme Charme lip liner. I used the Milani blush, Romantic Rose, and then for bronzer I used the Balm Beach, and that probably is my most favorite bronzer of all. Now I also like Bahama Mama. When I used to really get dark, that was the only one that would work for me, but now it's too dark. I can make it work, but I used to love to use Bahama Mama as an eyeshadow in the summertime too. I mean, that's a good all-around product. The Balm has several products like that, that's all around, that you can use on your cheeks and your eyes. I also hear that they have a good liquid liner, but for some reason I've never tried it. And they are at my Kohl's department store. I think they must be moving out cargo. The last time I was in there, everything was on sale. I don't know if they're going to stop it altogether or they're going to bring something else in. I know they are carrying some other brands now. So, I don't know. I've not been in there in a while though, so I don't know. They may have already changed it out. It's probably been a good 2 months. It was after Christmas when I was in there, so it's not a store I go into all the time. I was in there, well, I bought that. I had a gift card, you know. I mean, I had got some leggings for Christmas and they were too big. So I took them back and got a sweater. So I was in there probably the end of January. That's when I was there. As far as clothing, today I've got on a little sweatshirt. It's that Zito brand that Belk department stores carrying now. It's probably one of their house brands. And then my jeans is their Capri Levi that I've had for a couple of years. They stretch. They're like jeggings, so I can wear them for a while. They're not going to get too big for a while longer, because they were always a little tight on me, but I could wear them because they were jeggings. You know, probably in another month, if I lose 5 more pounds, I won't be able to wear them no more, but right now I can. So I looked at some jeggings yesterday at Walmart, and there's a couple pairs I'll probably get later on that'll probably do me until I get to where I think I'll stay. I'm not putting a lot of money into clothes anymore. I stopped that years ago. I used to buy a lot of designer type merchandise, and I won't say high-end luxury designers, but I mean, I would buy, you know, a Lucky brand, or, you know, somewhere along that line. But I don't even buy that no more. I mean, I think that's luxury to me now, you know. I've just gotten tight in my old age, I guess. I don't know. I guess the reason I don't put so much into clothes is because I don't work in a job anymore where it's important. We're very business casual. I mean, that would be fine with us wearing jeans every day and just the company logo t-shirt. I mean, I wear more than that, but that would be fine with that. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. I know I'm kind of rambling in this thing, and it's already 11 minutes. Well, actually longer than that. I count before I started. I did watch a little bit of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm not watching every minute of it because I'm tired of the fighting about the dog. I don't care if it's a setup or not. The fact is, Dorit should have never given the dog to someone else to take to a kill shelter. It should have been given back to Vanderpump Dogs and be done with. She made a mistake, and that's the only thing that should matter, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I am enjoying Denise Richards. I mean, she is a breath of fresh air to that show, because not every scene is she dressed to the nines. I mean, today when I was watching it, she had on no makeup. Her hair looked about like mine does sometimes. It looks like it's never been combed, even though you might have combed it before you left. But, you know, it's not sprayed down. And I never spray my hair down. You know, that's why sometimes it doesn't look like it's been combed, is because I just can't stand that hairspray feeling. So, I just like it because, and I mean, you can tell she's not, I mean, she may have had Botox at some time or something, but you can tell now she has none of that. And I'm not saying she might not get it if she keeps on, but right now it's just a breath of fresh air to see somebody natural on that show. And not so worried about their looks. Oh no. Looks like a cow has been hit. The thing I noticed the past 2 nights, I've been having some really weird dreams. Last night I dreamed there was a bunch of bears. I was seeing a bunch of bears on my way to the flea market. I don't think that was a bear. It looked more like a cow. And it wasn't a deer. And there is some cow pastures around here, so it could have gotten out. So anyway, I watched that. I haven't watched this week's Mexican Dynasty. I saw in the gossip section that they claim somebody's not coming back to New Jersey, but I haven't looked to see who it is because I know it's clickbait. So many of that stuff is clickbait. I watched the Jeffree Star video where he went to the worst tattoo parlor in Houston, and I loved it. I mean, I like them type of videos where they go to those places. Of course, there's only one tattoo parlor here, and I wouldn't go to it, but he didn't get a tattoo. I mean, I'm going to give it away, but he didn't get the tattoo. But I saw somebody talking about Jeffree saying that they didn't like the way he treated people. And I know a lot of this was for the camera yesterday, but the main reason he did not go back to get the tattoo, even though it was obvious, you know, that it was dirty by the way they described, was because the way they treated Lipstick Nick when she went in there by herself. They were really rude to her, and he didn't like that because, you know, she's considered a normal, average person going in. But then when he went in, I guess somebody recognized him, and it became a whole different story. Everybody was, you know, wanting a picture made with him and everything. And then I guess people started texting, and word got out, and then the security told him his security told him he needed to go back to the room. And the crowd was coming. They could already see it and feel it. So he left and went back to the hotel and decided against not getting the tattoo. Now, I have seen where they went to the worst nail salon. And, you know, the worst nail salon in Wilkesboro is not, I mean, it's clean. It's just they don't know how to do nails. That's all I can say. So I don't think you'd be going somewhere dirty. You'd just be going somewhere that probably the customer service wasn't that good. Now, the one that I like that does really good work, I don't go to because everything is an upsell. You need waxing? You need waxing? Oh, come on, you need waxing. You got hair like that. You need waxing. I'm like, no, I don't need waxing. I don't wax. I get threaded. No, you need waxing. No, I don't need waxing. And I have to tell the girl that all the way through the time that I'm there, and it just gets old, so I don't go back there. Then they want, you know, to put a design. And they say, oh, let's put design on. I say, okay. And then she'll say, oh, that $10. That $10 extra. Like, I don't want the design then. So I do not go anymore when everyone's trying to upsell you. If I go in there and want just my toes done or manicure, or I just want acrylics, that's all I want. Don't try to upsell me. I don't try to upsell people at the flea market. And you know that when I worked retail, that was always a thing. You know, you were told to make, of course, at that time, it was years ago, but at Victoria's Secret, everything was supposed to be an upsell. You were supposed to upsell everything. You know, they wanted every sale to be a minimum of $100. You know, 50 was okay, but really they wanted you to buy $100 worth. And in the 80s, I mean, that was a lot of money. I mean, it's still a lot of money to be, but I mean, in the 80s, that was really a lot of money. So I imagine now they probably won't ever sell to be $500. I don't know. I don't ever go in there no more, so. And then I worked at a dress store that was a chain. They're no longer in business. But everything they wanted to be an upsell too. You know, like if they had the t-shirts. Of course, at that time they were just called shirts. They didn't really call them t-shirts then. Well, I don't know what they really called them, but they didn't really call them like t-shirts. They called them something else. But I just need to slow down a bit. They everything you had to try to sell them at least 2 or 3 items. And, you know, of course, the store had a quota to make every day. But anyway, they're no longer in business. I don't know what happened to them, really. I know they got bought out. And it was a very good clothing line. And they didn't have stores everywhere in the world. The name of the store was Carol Reed. It was very preppy. Very, you know, they had a lot of stuff that was business. And then business casual, but it was considered a preppy because it actually started up in New England. But the clothing was great. I mean, I've still got some clothing from there that lasts forever, you know. It washed well. But anyway, I quit, and later on I know they went under. I would love to work in a little boutique again. just like on Saturdays. I wouldn't want to, you know, work during the week, but I wouldn't mind working on a Saturday just to be able to get a discount, or, you know, trade out with just a piece of clothing or something. We have a little Instagram type store here, and I share it all the time on Facebook. Called Something Special Boutique. It used to be consignment, but now they've gone to all new clothes. And I mean, I think it's a mother and daughter, so they probably don't need any help. But I mean, I wouldn't mind working there and just take it out in trade for like a pair of jeans or a pair of shoes. I have worked in a shoe boutique too, and it was always, she always would pay me in shoes. I would work just Saturdays. So I've been in sales. I'm not a salesman. I mean, I work in stuff that's going to sell itself. I'm just there to help. And I mean, with preppy, I can put an outfit together with preppy stuff. I guess I'm really preppy, and I just try to hide it. I don't know. I mean, yes, I would probably be Lily Pulitzer head to toe if I could wear it, but I can't wear it, so maybe someday. But yes, I would, if I was of a certain size and everything, I would probably be at that Style Encore that is down on the coast. Of course, they have one in Winston and Greensboro too, but they get in a bunch of Lily Pulitzer every February for summer. And I would be in line, because, you know, they always show the line on Instagram for when the doors open, because everybody knows when it's coming in. And I did share yesterday for the Style Encore store in Winston-Salem yesterday. I shared a picture of a girl who had shoplifted in the one in Winston, taken some designer bags. I don't know what the retail value of them was, but they said they were designer bags. So, and I mean, most of their designer bags is Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Coach. They occasionally will have a Louis Vuitton, but not often. I think most of it's that, you know, the mid-scale, I'd say, designer. But it's still a lot of money, I'm sure, especially if it's something that is worth something. I mean, I've thought about taking some of my designer, I don't have, like I say, all I got is Michael Kors and Coach, but I thought about taking them to the one in Winston and just seeing what I could get for them, because I don't carry, there's only one I really carry. Well, I think there's two, but the rest of them I don't really have to have. I just switch into them, you know. I bought a little bag yesterday at Walmart, a clear bag, because, you know, I carry clear bags, that is copying the Chanel bag with the chain. It had been $10. I paid $3 for it. They had marked them down to $3. So that's the kind of bargains I like. $3 bargains. I know, I'm a cheapskate. Well, I'm almost to the flea market, and I've mumbled about nothing. I guess I will upload this, but I hope to do a couple of videos this week, maybe. Talk about concealers and BB and CC creams. The self-tanning one, I will do probably in April. I'm still waiting to try to buy one of the water ones so I can tell you my thoughts on it. I've looked at ingredients. Some of them have way too many floral ingredients for me, and I won't buy one like that. I will buy one that's strictly, it may have some oils in it, but it'll have oils I feel that is skincare worthy oils. It's not going to be oils I feel that are irritating over time. Now, I did buy the Copper Tone Glow yesterday. I saw it. It's a lotion, an SPF lotion of 50. It's full of alcohol. I smelled of it before I left, but I didn't notice it as much. But this morning when I was putting it on, I put it on my arms. I thought, this has got too much alcohol for me. And I know the alcohol stables the sunscreen, but normally you'll see it about the 4th or 5th ingredient. This time it's the 2nd one. So I'll use it up, but I wouldn't buy it again. I would go back to my Australian Gold 50. That's got a shimmery tint to it. I mean, that's supposed to be what this has, a shimmery tint to it. It's not a self-tanner, but that's what I would recommend buying as far as for your body. I did see the spray that Tati used. Well, not Tati used, but Scott Barnes used. I didn't buy it, though. I feel you can get that with any spray. Any spray sunscreen, and I've got some other spray sunscreens that I could get out and use. Although I think that one is a good one. If you don't have one, I think that Neutrogena one is a good one. I think it's 100 SPF. But you know, to get that 100, you're going to have to really spray a lot on. I mean, that's the only thing about spray sunscreens is, you know, what is enough? And you need to really spray it big time. That's why it would only be a secondary sunscreen for me. It would not be just my only sunscreen. But that's neither here nor there. It's just me. All right, I'm going to shut up. Hope you have a wonderful evening, day, rest of the weekend. And I will talk to you later. See you later. Bye. Please subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends and family about me. If you got this woman who tells it like it is. She don't sugarcoat nothing. See you later. Bye.